Hello, my name is Kathy Walters, and I'm going to be your instructor for HIM 101. So welcome to Introduction to Healthcare in the United States Online for the fall quarter 2017. So you're looking at our course website in Moodle. So what I'd like to do is to show you how to navigate this site as you begin the quarter. So I'm going to scroll down here, a little bit of an explanation in the beginning there. And then this area right here, please start here, is where of course you'll begin, and hopefully you are looking at the YouTube. And so the next particular forum that's listed here is the instructor announcement and news forum, and this is where I'll post information, for example, when I'm done grading assignments or any pertinent announcements or even news events. This is a forced subscription, so you should all receive all the announcements and things that come through that forum. Course questions and student connection forum is for course-related questions. For example, if you want to share information about the course, you might have had a concern with regards to a topic, you can put it on there, and I check that frequently. If it's a matter of a personal nature, then it's best to email me. Our online courses for me is a LCC source for you to assess whether online courses are suited for you, and I will address online requirements further in the syllabus. So let's go into the course syllabus. And I'm going to open this up here a little bit. All right, so this is our course syllabus, and just going to kind of go through the pages here and kind of cover things so that you're a little bit clear on what's expected. So it begins with the learning objectives for the course, and then listed below is course information and my contact information, my office hours, which will be Monday and Wednesday from 1 to 3. I'm in building 30, room 206, so that's on the second floor. And I'm very good about returning emails, but one note here, I just am asking you to please be sure to identify yourself of who you are and what course you're taking, because I have many students and of course I teach many classes, so that'd be very appreciated when you send emails. The required materials are listed here. You can either purchase through Titan Bookstore or through Pearson. Just to mention that this is the third edition, and it is what is needed. Second edition would not have the adequate information as it relates to chapters and quizzes. The next section is just dealing with instructional methodologies, and then a little bit about Moodle, academic integrity, and this website here is for the Code of Conduct, so feel free to go in there and check that out. And then some resources on campus at LCC. Tutor Central is a great resource if you're needing help. Library hours, student help desk is there if you have computer or network issues. And then a little bit about class participation. And you must make it a point to access the course at least 3 times a week. And I'll talk a little bit further about that in a few minutes. My late policy, I do not accept late work. So please be mindful of due dates each week with the exception of week 1. And I'll talk about that in a minute on the self-introduction forum. But most assignments are due Sunday evening, and then your initial forum post each week is to be done by Friday evening. And due to LCC's attendance policy, we are required, or you're required to submit something that gets graded in week 1. And that will be the self-introduction forum, which will be due by Thursday, September 28th, and I'll go over that further in a little bit. The next area on the syllabus is learning outcomes, and then my grading policy, which adheres to LCC's policies, and then a little bit about online attendance. So those of you that have taken online courses, you know that it requires just the same amount of effort. In fact, sometimes I think people think it's even more. But waiting till Sunday evening is not a practice for success for several reasons. 1, you lack command of the subject material. 2, if you have a question at the end of the week on a Sunday evening, that could pose a problem in getting it addressed. And third, and probably most important, is that there is a 12-hour lockout on quizzes. You have 2 attempts for each chapter quiz. So for example, if you take it on Sunday evening, you probably won't have a chance to do that again because it expires at 11:59 on Sunday evenings. So if you're a procrastinator and you take the quiz late, then you've lost that second opportunity to take it again. So please manage your time appropriately. And the final part of the syllabus where I have here, please scroll to the next pages, is probably most important. But here is the list of all of the assignments and their point values. It could be subject to change, but generally speaking, if I do make a change, I'll put that in the announcements and I will revise the syllabus. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to go back to our Moodle site, and I'm going to go down here. So here's the tutoring services. This word count verification aid is just helpful for you if you're composing your post. It's just a little tutorial on how to check for a word count, because your posts need to be a minimum of 150 words. So with regards to the weekly forums, I want to just point out that there'll be some weeks that you'll have one chapter to do. There'll be some weeks that you'll have two. But regardless of whether it's a week of one chapter or two chapters, you're only required to do one post from the list of topics. And I'm going to go into this a little bit more clearly so you'll understand it. So, for example, for those of you that may or may not be familiar with forums, I'm going to click right here on the self-introduction forum, which you have to do by Thursday. And generally speaking, the forums are always going to look like this. There'll be an explanation, and then if you scroll down below here, I've already put my welcome in there to the course, and then you'll add a new string. So I'm just going to go through this and have you see how it works. So you just click on Add a New Discussion Topic. And then what comes up below here is the string. And so here, just say, hello, please post to the class forum an introduction of yourself to your colleagues and address the following. Please type your name in the subject text box. Please answer the following questions in the message text box. Why are you taking the course? Your academic goals, your experience with online courses, maybe any experience with health information technology or the healthcare system or anything else that you'd wish to share. So here, I'm going to show you, you're going to be typing your name, so I'm going to type Kathleen Walters, and then I'm going to go down here in the message box, and this is where I'm going to answer all those questions and type away, and then I'm going to be sure to scroll down all the way to the bottom and then click Post to Forum. And again, this particular one, and then you get a confirmation saying it was successfully posted, and then you see it right there if you scroll down. So this must be done by Thursday evening, September 28th, and it's really the only thing that's due by Thursday, I think, throughout the course. So be sure to do that, otherwise you will be dropped from the course per Lane's attendance policies. Okay, so that's kind of how the forum works. All right, and so I want to go back here now to Chapter 1, and we'll go back here to regular course. And so on the forums, you'll do the same thing. So you'll be clicking here on Chapter 1 forum, and here is the explanation of everything that you need to do. All right, and I also have this document posted in each week. So you would just click Add a New Discussion Topic, and you'd begin your forum post. So for example, here it says, please add your string to this forum addressing a topic from Chapter 1 forum topics. Okay, so I'm going to back out of this for a second because I want to show you where this is located. So I'm going to scroll down now and show you what a typical week looks like. So here I have the objectives for the chapter, and then I will always have just kind of a numerical list, if you will, with regards to what's done and what's needing to be done by Sunday, which is October 1st. So post your introduction about yourself to your colleagues by September 28th on the self-introduction forum. Okay, and then read Chapter 1, and then select a topic from Week 1 forum topic list and post to Week 1 forum, initial post by September 29th on Friday. So you have to do your initial posts on Friday, and I'll explain that a little bit further, and then take the Chapter 1 quiz. So let's just go to the Chapter 1 forum topics for just a second. And this is how it'll look each week. It says select the topic below, Post your response to Week 1 forum on Moodle under the heading Weekly Forums, Week 1. Follow the instructions listed after accessing this forum. And then these bolded words are what you're going to use to go ahead and enter your post into the forum. Okay? So I'm going to go back here with regards to going back up to the forum now and show this a little bit more clearer for you. So here, please add your string to this forum. All right. Do not attach a word process document for your post. First of all, not everybody has the same software, but you are to actually type this in the text message box below. Once accessing the forum, in the subject line of your string, enter the keyword provided at the end of the topic in bold of your choice, and then begin typing your forum contribution. Be sure to pay attention to the minimum word count of 150 words and use complete sentences. So, for example, I'm reading this and I have these particular 5 topics: health, people 2020, employment, causes of death, and delivery. All right, so I'm going to complete my Chapter 1 forum, and so I've clicked on add a new topic or a new text, and so I'm going to type in here delivery. And then I'm going to type below, addressing the differences between healthcare delivery systems as it relates to long-term care, mental health, and public health. Which of the 3 areas could you suggest by policy change for improving quality, cost, and access? Okay, and then I'm down here, and I've done my 150 words, and I post to forum. And that's how you do it. And then there it sits. Okay, so that's how the forum works. And you have a forum every week. I have the first 5 weeks visible here, and I will make the rest of the course visible. It's ready to go. I just like to keep things simple for the first 5 weeks. Each week there also is a please read before you begin week 1, so be sure to follow that. That just gives a little extra information. I talk a little bit about what's going on in the week and the topics and the chapter, and then Healthy People 2020 and Bureau of Labor Statistics are 2 sources. I'll always have additional learning resources each week, so be sure to check those out. And then I'll always have the publisher's PowerPoint each week as well. I just want to make a mention that the publisher's PowerPoints are not sufficient preparation for the chapter quizzes. And just so that you know, our chapters in the book are short, but the information that gets covered, you must read thoroughly. Each chapter quiz are 20 questions. You have 30 minutes, generally multiple choice, some fill in, some short answer, true, false. So it's kind of a variety. So, but definitely it's very, very important to make sure that you read before you take the quizzes. All right. And so there's lots of scrolling in this course. So you're going back and forth, doing the forums in the beginning, and then scrolling down. And so obviously when you take Chapter 1's quiz, it'll launch. And those of you that are familiar with Moodle, it'll take you through, and the instructions are there. All right. So that's pretty much it. I did want to point out one thing just to kind of reiterate what I had spoken about earlier, and that is for Chapter 2 and 3, which is Week 2's forum. Okay, I'm going to open this up again. So it's 2 chapters. So there's 3 topics for Chapter 2, and then there's 3 topics for Chapter 3. And please be certain that you only post to 1 topic. That's all you need to do. Okay? So of the 6, you only need to choose 1, despite the fact that we have 2 chapters that are covered. All right, I think I've probably forgotten something, but I just really am excited for the fall quarter to start, and I wish you the best. And we're going to learn a lot about healthcare, and we'll see you virtually next week. Thank you.